Morning, everyone. Hope you are all fine. Today, I'm gonna present about Fukui-Ken, Meibutsu, and local culture. Well, since there was the Tokyo Olympics, people talked about traveling to Japan with me, and they told me, I want to know Tokyo, Osaka. I want to go to Kyoto, but there are other places to go to Japan to know, and I'd like to present you about the province of my ancestors, Fukui-Ken. First, you know the Hokuriku region. Fukui-Ken is located on Hokuriku region. It's very near Kansai. Fukui. If you want to go to Kyoto from Fukui, you take only an hour by train. And you know about the Chubu region. Well, it's not usually known to Brazilians and other foreigner people, and I'd like to present this. Hokuriku region is on the northwest of Honshu of Japan, and it's composed by Fukui, Ishikawa, and Toyama. The Fukui Prefecture is located on the Sea of Japan, a historical Hokuriku region. On ancient times, where Fukui is located, it was known as Echizen no Kuni, or Country of Echizen. On 1871, Fukui Prefecture was formed from Wakasa and Echizen. On 2017, it was calculated that Fukui population was 700,000 about it. Okay, and this is the Fukui Prefecture map. I went to Fukui capital and stayed on Echizen City. It was very nice to know a lot of places. So, my name is Akio, and my great grandmother was from Fukui-Ken, specifically from Tsuruga City. Because of it, I could participate on a Fukui overseas training program staying on Fukuishi for 8 months. Basically, I studied their technology and how they work on an alternate office because I'm graduated in law and I'm a lawyer here. And it was very good because I could know my roots. But more than the professional experience, it was better than expected. And I like to share what I could see and learn from Fukui. Well, first of all, you know what is a Meibutsu. Meibutsu is the local product, something very characteristic from this province. From of Fukui, it's very famous. There is soba, especially the Echizen Oroshi soba. Well, this is the most known from Fukui, but there are a lot of local food and local Meibutsu depending on the region. Like on this picture, this is the Tsukegamo udon, or the udon with duck soup. This is found only on Tsuruga City. Okay? The most famous one is the Echizen soba. Soba is the buckwheat noodle with grated Japanese radish. This is the Fukui characteristic soba, and you can find this soba on every restaurant on Fukui, and most of all are handmade. If not, all the restaurants on Fukui are handmade soba, and the most delicious soba I tried on Fukui was on the Imadate region, on the city of Echizen. We went to a mountain region, and it was very good, handmade and made on very ancient items they used. The next one is the Echizen Gani. This is the crab from Japan Sea, and it's considered the king of the Japan Sea. This Echizen Gani you will only eat on the winter. Yes, you won't find it on summer, autumn, spring, only on winter. This is the flavor of Fukui on winter. It's very good for real. I tried it on December and it was. I can explain it. You have to try it. It's very expensive though. This is the Heshiko. Heshiko you only find on Fukui too. I went to Tokyo, I went to Osaka and other provinces. I couldn't find Heshiko, and only Fukui people know about Heshiko. And what is Heshiko? Have you ever heard about the fish mackerel? Well, here in Brazil it's called cavalinha, and you take about 6 months to make a Heshiko. It's a salted and canned mackerel, and you can find it on almost all restaurants of Korea because it's very characteristic of the province, and especially on the Obama city. The Obama city it's on the Japanese sea city, and their economy is based on the fishing. It's very good, and I ate the mackerel from Obama. It's very good, but my favorite Heshiko was from the Echizen city of Kono Sea. And Heshiko is very good because it's very good with sake, Nihonshu. Fukui is very known for for the high quality Nihonshu or sake here on the Brazil, and they have a tradition of hundreds of years of sake. And when I was on Fukui, they told me that there was at least 39 traditional companies that make sake. My favorite sakes are Kokuryu, Hanadaki, and Ippongi. There are others that I really like, but those three are my top, and this has a special flavor, especially Kokuryu. This is my favorite one. Okay, but let's stop talking only about food. Let's talk about place to go. Eihei, the most famous temple, Buddhist temple on Fukui. It's the most important Soto Zen Buddhist temple. It's the temple of eternal peace and was founded on 1244 year, and it has about 800 years or more. It's a great, beautiful temple, and it has one of the best vibe I could ever felt. The energy was very good. I really could feel that I was on peace. I recommended you visit this temple in the winter because we snow a lot, and the view of the temple with the snow is very beautiful. I went there on 2008 and I couldn't describe how beautiful it was. And the second one is the Otaki Jinja or shrine. On the same city, it's just almost the fact that they have those cultural village. I could visit some like the night village, the urushi that is, how can I explain it? Wooden made products. Their painting on the wooden made products are very traditional and it's very beautiful. And the most beautiful I could ever see was the washi. Washi is the Japanese papyrus, and Fukui has a tradition of hundreds and hundreds of years of doing it. And all village has a shrine to their gods, the god of knife, the god of soba, the god of washi, the god of the urushi, the god of the pottery, and this Otaki shrine is very similar. The architecture is very different from other shrines I visit. There's a lot of shrines in Japan, but this Otaki Jinja I think is the most beautiful and different shrine I've ever visited. It's very detailed, and the energy is as good as Heiji's. And it has at least 1,300 years. It was dedicated for the Washi god. I really recommend you to visit this temple. Not only the temple, of course, but visit the village of Washi. It has a museum that is very beautiful, and you start to understand the history of Korea. This is what I like about the countryside of Japan. They show you the history. They show you how they they develop their economy, what they are doing right now, and what makes me happy is to know that they keep their tradition, familiar tradition. They were making washi, and I asked, when did you learn? Why do you learn it? And it was a technique passed on generation by generation to make the washi. So I was very impressed with it. You know, but what I like the most of Kui is people. The food was great, nature, village, history, museums, place to go. I really like it all, everything. But the people is very receptive. They want you to know food, and they want to show you and share the experience. They want you to eat their food, and I learned they're Japanese. When I talk Japanese, I don't talk like a regular of Tokyo, but with the Fukui accent. I really like it, and I presented everything, did everything, but everything that I know, and I know that I know only less than 4% of what it really has on Fukui. I need to go back there again, and I hope I do it very fast. And it's a pity that Japan countrysides are so underrated. Uh, I find that people should know, go and visit the Japanese countryside. I went to Fukuoka almost 8 months. I went to Hakata, it was very nice, but I went to the countryside part of Fukuoka and I went to Yame City. It is a mountain region in the nature. It was the history of my grandfather. That was very nice to know. I really loved the countryside. So I want to incentive people to visit those places more than Tokyo, Kyoto, or Nara. It's very important to go there, of course, but the countryside is as important as those places. So this is what I wanted to share. I know it was very fast, but I want to thank you for the attention, and I want to thank especially people from Fukui, my Japanese teachers, the Brazilians and foreigners I met so far, my bosses, and all my friends that I made there. I hope that I can meet them again. I still talk to some, but I'm really thankful for them for all experience. And that's it. Thanks everything, and thanks for the attention.